Hey, it's Marissa. Happy July. You know what that means. We are ready to share the June report. So today I am sharing everything that I loved in June. First, we are starting with R for reading, and I read Powerless by Lauren Roberts. It took me like all of June to get through. It was really good. It was just a little bit slow for me. I kind of had to remind myself to read it. I think I gave it a solid 4 out of 5. It's a romance fantasy series. Actually, they have this one out and then there's a novella after that one, so it's a 1.5, and then they have the second one coming out this summer. I've also been reading this one for quite a while. It's Gild by Raven Kennedy, and I swear I've been reading it for probably 3 months now. It's been a while. I just read 2 chapters last night. I'm trying to slowly work my way through this one, so I'm just reading a couple chapters at a time. It's definitely not my favorite book. I heard the rest of the series is really good, so I'm trying to push through so that maybe I can read the rest of the series and fall in love with it. I'm reading Butcher Blackbird currently, which I am just zooming through. I am probably more than halfway through right now. I don't know if you can see my bookmark, but it is a dark romance. It's about 2 rival serial killers. It started off pretty strong, but that's kind of how you capture people's attention, I suppose. So I was like, oh my gosh, am I gonna be like totally grossed out by this book? And definitely some parts are a little disturbing. There are trigger warnings in the beginning of this one, so if you're sensitive to any topics, definitely read those first. I actually skip them whenever I start a book like this because I feel like the trigger warnings give way too much away. So I like to be surprised when it happens, and I'm really enjoying this book so far. I feel like I'll probably finish it in less than a week, so I'm very happy with this one. I feel like I've read a lot of books lately that take a little while to get through, so this one has been really good so far. Next is E for eating, and I've been obsessing over Sai Ram. I have a couple of friends in my high school friend group that they love going to Sai Ram, and we went there for the first time a few months ago for their birthday, and I've been obsessed ever since. I highly recommend the Chicken Makhani. It's basically a tomato-based sauce with cream, and it's got a lot of really delicious spices like cinnamon, cloves. I can't think of all the ones off the top of my head, but we've tried recreating it and just majorly failed. It is never as good, and then you have to get the garlic naan bread. Even if you think you're not a fan of Indian food, you have to try it. You have to try that dish in particular. It's so, so good. Thank me later. P for playing. I just am going to focus on music for this month. I have been playing this song by Aidan Bassett called Tripping Over Air. I feel like it's the song of the summer for me. It's just like the roll down the windows, scream it at the top of your lungs kind of song. It's very good, and I'm also on the Sabrina Carpenter bandwagon. Obsessed. I've been back on TikTok probably in the past like 6 to 8 months or so. I kind of like took a break there because I was like, I scroll way too much on this app. So I uninstalled it for a while, but now I'm back on TikTok, and that's like all that's taking up my For You page is Sabrina Carpenter songs and her covers, and she's incredible. So obviously loving her new songs. O is for obsessing, and I've been obsessing over these flower pots that we painted with my friends. We had a little girls' night and we decided to do this fun little project. So we painted these flower pots that are kind of meant to be indoor or outdoor, but we painted them so that they would stand up outdoors. We used outdoor acrylic paint, and then we sprayed them with polyurethane just to coat them and seal them. We found a lot of inspiration pictures on Pinterest and pretty easy designs, beginner level. I'm currently using it as my pencil holder in my office. This month I am recommending Big Al's tattoo. She is an artist out of Black Spade Society in Appleton, Wisconsin. She did a cover-up tattoo for me on my wrist, and it turned out beautiful, better than I could have ever imagined. You can hardly tell that the old tattoo is there, and she's super friendly, and it was done very quickly, and she made sure that I absolutely loved it. Definitely will be going back to her for future tattoos. And then finally we have treating, and this month was so nice. I treated myself, and 2 other of my friends came with to yoga at the Waters, and they're doing it once a month. $30 a session. It included a 1-hour yoga session and then a free cocktail. at the end of the session, so you could kind of mingle and just sit at the venue. And the waters in Oshkosh is beautiful. It was such a peaceful night just to do some yoga outdoors and then to have a cocktail and just chit chat with your friends. I highly recommend it, and I'm hoping to do it again this summer. Well, that's all for the June report. Be sure to leave your favorites from June in the comments, and like this video, subscribe to my channel to see new videos every single Monday, and I'll see you next week. Bye.